so I want to talk about this crash, American Airlines Flight 587. This is a very interesting story for those that are interested in proper protocol and what the outcome can be. So, again, this is in November 2001. So we're talking very, 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 very 9/11. So people are probably still a little scared to planes, you know, huge, huge blow to the aviation world from 9/11. So this is 2 months later in New York. It was a flight that was supposed to go to Las Americas International Airport in Santo Domingo. So, probably I'm sure a lot of people go home. Could also be a lot of people going on vacation. So plane took off, and before it, I had heard that there was a 747 from Japan Airlines that took off. Now, there's something called wake turbulence. Think about when you drive a boat. There's those waves that can if you've ever gone like tubing, those waves that you go over, those make a real bump. So the same idea kind of exists in the ear with ear bumps, sort of say. So they had heard, and airports and air control will tell the pilots saying, so there was a Japan Airlines heavy meaning it's a big plane, beware of wake turbulence. So bigger planes like 747, 777, 787, they have wake turbulence. So smaller planes like Cessnas, private jets, or CRJs maybe have to wait a little longer before taking off after such a big plane because of these wake turbulences. And there have been incidents where there was a private jet who actually, I think, it turned over. It had a barrel roll because of the wake turbulence from another plane, and it was incident. I don't think anything happened. They landed safely, got checked out, etc. But that was the issue here. They took off, and the plane started shaking. So the pilots, opposite of the wake turbulence, rudder control, they're trying to balance it out, and they were doing hard movements of the rudder left and right, and it kept on shaking more and more until a big snap was heard, and the plane then went right down into Queens, and it crashed. Everyone died on the plane. Now, speculation was maybe it was a bomb because who knows? Plane just crashed in New York 2 months just after September 11th, and people were worried. What had happened was, to get to the point, was there was a wake turbulence, that was correct, but in the rule book for American Airlines, they were told, if you have wake turbulence, do a hard rudder right and left to balance out the wake turbulence. But they had done too much. The American Airlines rule book was incorrect. So pilots were trained to put way too much pressure, because think about it, right? When you're flying 400 miles per hour and you do even an inch of a rudder or something in the way, that you have 400 miles per hour worth of wind hitting the surface. So if you move that rudder hard, not just a little bit, you're supposed to do a little bit, and that can really make a difference in the air. If you next time you fly on a plane, see how slightly the ailerons will move next time we go on a plane. Very, very slight. And because there's so much air going on in that wing, that you don't really need it to move that much in order for it to affect the plane. And that's what happened here. They did too much. Basically, by themselves, ripped off the tail, as you're looking at in the picture right now, and that's what caused this crash. It is very sad. It was a Airbus A300, but in this case, it doesn't really matter because this was a pilot error. Although they did what they were told, it was incorrect incorrect move, and since then, American Airlines did fix their protocol, and it's because of these type of crashes that we learn how to do it right the next time, and this is why aviation is as safe as it is today, one of the most safest ways of transportation. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.